Hello everyone, I thought we'd start today in my garden. We've not done anything in my garden yet so far, so I'm going to show you my greenhouse and we can have a little look at what's ready to go down to the allotment later on today. So as you can see, it's a fairly small greenhouse. It's probably 1.5 metres by about 2 metres, so not very big at all. But as you can see, buzzing with life inside. So you can see along here, we've got a multitude of different things. Each one is not labelled, however, we've got the little tray number and row number system going on in here. So we've got lots of different things in those parts. Some are doing really well, some aren't doing well at all. Over this side, we've got all the beans, which I'm going to be looking to plant out later on. So we've got a couple of trays of cobra beans. We've got, if I remember rightly, soybeans and dwarf beans. I've also got one of my chilli plants down here. This one has been overwintered for the past, I think it's 3 years. This is its 3rd year. It's a grafted chocolate habanero and it's doing really well. We've had a few chilies off of it so far already. I don't know if you can see down there, there's one that's ready and there's some here, there and everywhere that are popping up. I have had a little bit of a problem with some aphids on this one. A little bit of black mould as well, which is why the greenhouse door's been left open just to get a bit of ventilation in. We have a few chilli plants, we've got a few tomato plants here as well. So this one, which is almost as tall as me, we've got tomato sweet million. This other one here, we've got tomato tigriella, and I can't quite see what this other one is over there. It's that's a grafted super steak tomato. So we'll be looking at getting some of these bits planted down the allotment later on. Well, actually, we've got little Toms and Toms down here as well, which are going to go on the front of the little mini shed down at the allotment. We've had one tiny tomato off it so far, and we've got this one that's nearly there. But hopefully we'll get down the allotment and start it tumbling and get some more things, some more tomatoes off of that. And the other interesting thing is I now have a decent sized shed, which I'm in the process of doing up inside at the moment. So it's going to be painted. I'm going to do some new flooring in there, and hopefully it'll be a nice little place for me to do my potting up and things like that. As if by magic, we're now down the plot. So what I'm going to be doing now is, the weather's not looking too great. I'm going to get some of my salad leaves planted out in a planter that I've got. And I'm going to try and make a quick start on clearing some of the beds that I'm going to put the beans and things in. I don't think I'm going to be down here very long because that sky is looking very, very grey and it's starting to spit with rain already. So you may remember last year at some point I built this planter. It's just out of pallet wood and one of the blue barrels as well, which I've cut in half. Did have some salad in here last year. I do now just have some weeds in here. So what I'm going to do, clear all these weeds out, and then I've got some salad leaves to plant in there, so I'm going to get clearing that now. So there we go, within the space of probably 3-4 minutes that entire planter is now clear of weeds. There's the odd little leaf still about in there, but I'm not too fussed about that. The interesting thing is, looking at the weeds, all of them have got these huge tap roots on them. That does really give me something to think about as well. I think if that had been in the ground, I don't think we'd have been able to get those roots out very easily and would have ended up snapping them all off. But because it's in that barrel, it's all in the compost, it's really easy to pull them out. So I don't know whether, it's worth going no dig on some of my beds, because it's going to be a similar sort of thing. Might make it a bit easier to get the roots out. So I'm going to be probably looking at giving that a try in some of these beds. I think I struggle to do it with the whole plot because that's going to be very, very expensive. But maybe over the years to come, that's something I'll look at. But for now, I think probably the beds that we've got on this plot here, I will probably do like that. Anyway, back to the salad leaves I'm going to plant. So I've kind of copied Tony Smith. Really funny YouTube channel, if you fancy going and have a watch. I think it's Tony C. Smith it's down as. He's hilarious. A lot funnier than me, and probably a lot more entertaining to watch. But he, last year, planted a load of £1 salad from, I think it was Morrison's that he got his from. I happened to be in Asda the other day, and found these for 80p. So I thought, do you know what? I'll give it a go. There's several plants in there. Give them a go at planting them. I've got 3 packs of those. If nothing happens, so be it. I've lost, what, £2.40? So it's, you know, no big loss. But I have a feeling I'm probably going to do quite well, just like Tony did. So I started separating them all out, and it's plain to see I've probably overbought with my 3 lots of these. There are loads of little lettuce plants in here. So I think we are going to be well stocked with lettuce this year. I want to quickly get them in because it's going to start, as you can probably hear, it's starting to rain. So I've planted out that 1 pack so far. As you can see, it takes up more than half of this barrel. I think what I'm going to try though, because these I've separated into 1 or 2 stalks per little planting station, is the other one I'm going to divide into much larger sections of a few plants and try and plant them along this gap here, just to see how they do better. So here we go. I've finished planting that up. From kind of here across to that way, I've done bigger clumps of the lettuces. So that was one of the big packs divided into 6, rather than dividing individual plants like I have done at this end. So it'd be interesting to see how those come out. But it is now raining, so I think I'm going to head home and I will be carrying on tomorrow. So hello everyone and welcome back. It's now Thursday. Didn't manage to get down here yesterday at all, just because the rain was a bit horrible, to be honest, and I had somewhere to be in the afternoon. So today I've been down here for probably 2-3 hours already, and I've been trying to clear some space to actually get stuff growing, because I'm sure you've noticed over the last few videos, I know Terry certainly has, that I've not really been planting very much up until now. So obviously I had big plans for when I was going to be here. I was off sick, so I didn't manage to get all that done. So I've had to contend with getting everything back under control before I could plant stuff. So like I said, I have been down there a few hours, but one of my newer plot neighbours, who I don't really know very well, was down here, so I didn't feel it was fair to film while he was going to be in the background. So let's have a quick little look at what I've done so far. So what I have been doing today is getting some of these beds under control. So you might have noticed there's a big pile of cardboard. So what I have done is I've tried to do no dig type method on these beds. So the old sweet corn bed, where the peas were, and the old Christmas potato bed back in the back corner over there have all been done. So these have got a layer of cardboard put down. This one has got a thin layer of well-rotted manure and then a layer of clover compost over the top. This is still going to be the pea bed, but the peas that were in there were a bit knackered. They'd obviously not been looked after, so I'll be planting those in a bit later from my drain pipes. This bed and the Christmas potato one, as you probably noticed, are covered in wood chip. So we had a large delivery of this down to the site a little while ago, and my plan with these, if you were watching last year, you probably would have seen what I did with my courgettes. I'm going to do exactly the same with my pumpkins and my courgettes again, and I'll probably be doing similar in one of the other ones of these beds. Basically what I did is I put a bottle through the weed membrane and stuff last year, so I'm going to put it through the wood chip and through the cardboard that way, and then fill that with compost. That way the plants can basically grow through the compost and down into the ground, but hopefully the cardboard and the wood chip will keep any weeds off. And last year it did actually help. I had something called Smart Cover, which did help to deter the slugs a bit, and I have found that the slugs don't really like this wood chip, so hopefully that'll happen. So I'm probably going to have a pumpkin in this bed. I'm probably going to only do one, because I want to see how big the plant can get and how much I can grow, how big I can grow one pumpkin. And then the one over in the back corner there is probably going to be a courgette one. I'm probably going to do the same method, but grow a few courgettes in that one, because I do like giving them away. As much as I know you grow absolutely loads of one courgette plant, people at work do like them to a point, so they'll get fed up with them. So I'm probably going to head back home for a little while now. So as I said, I've been down there a few hours, drunk all the water that I brought down with me, and I'm in need of a bit of a sit down and some lunch, I think. So we'll be back a bit later, and I'm going to carry on with those beds, and I'll probably bring some stuff down to plant out as well. So I'll probably bring my peas down, and potentially one of the pumpkins as well to plant out, because they are getting quite sizable now. So I am back. I've had my lunch, I've had a bit of a top up of fluids, and I've brought down my peas, I've brought a pumpkin down, and I've also brought some courgettes down ready to plant out. So I'm going to get on with doing that. So you may remember, I planted all these peas out probably about a month ago into these here drain pipes. With these, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end cap off and I'm going to slide them into little trenches that I've got dug down here. Now last time it didn't go so well, these haven't made them more wet, and I've covered the holes up in the bottom of these ones as well, which I hadn't in the last. So hopefully it'll slide out a bit easier this time. So here it goes. There we go. Seems to work a bit better than last time. And I'm just going to peel the other one and do exactly the same with this one. Right, here goes. Let's see if this one works as well. So that one didn't spread out quite as well, but I can encourage those apart a little bit anyway. I think those are probably just rooted together a bit more. Right, so that's those ones done. Certainly not as proficient as Nigel at Muddy Boots is, but not bad for the first go. I've left enough space in the middle so that I can hoe out any weeds that end up in there. Now, most important thing to add to that little bed now, my little sign that I made last year, so I'm going to put that in the corner and then we're going to work out what we're going to plant next. Now, as you can tell, I am back at home. I'm no longer at the plot. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm knackered, and I am done for the day. So I was going to do a bit more filming. I did plant my courgettes and I planted my pumpkin, as well as cleared another bed, cardboarded over it and got it covered in bark as well, ready for my cucumbers. I don't feel particularly comfortable filming down there when there's lots and lots of people, and today lots and lots of people turned up. I don't think it's fair on them for me to film if they're not aware that they're being filmed or if they haven't agreed to be filmed. And equally, I get a bit self-conscious as well, because I'm assuming to everyone else it just sounds like I'm talking to myself. So, as I say, I've got a lot done today. I've cleared all those beds, cardboarded them down, got the peas out, pumpkin, courgettes out, everything. The other thing that I have done is I've picked a few little bits. I've picked some potatoes. They were from the Christmas potatoes last year. There's a fair few in there. A lot of them are minuscule, but I'm going to have a go at planting them at some point. The other thing that I did also do is I have picked some of my broad beans, because there's absolutely hundreds of them down there. So I'm not sure when I'm going to eat them, but I'll be eating them soon. And there is lots more to pick. So I'm going to leave you for today, and I will be heading down there again tomorrow. I will try and do some filming if I can. If not, I will see you whenever I get around to filming next. So take care, all the best, and happy allotmenting.